Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. This is episode 397 of the Ping Pong Flix Show. There are just a couple DCEU updates. The first one is about Suicide Squad 2, or as James Gunn wants to call it, the Suicide Squad. This is coming from the Moonlight Warrior, which he's actually taking from Daniel Richtman's YouTube account, where he likes to, show off some of his scoops that he's learned. And this one is interesting. So this is in regards to the Suicide Squad plot details. Amanda Waller sends the Suicide Squad to find an alien monster locked in a prison that was being used in World War II by the Nazis. The monster is now being used by two evil dictators, the mayor and the general. So that is what was revealed by Daniel Richtman for the Suicide Squad. And I gotta say, that is quite interesting. Now, I remember before when there were rumors about the Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller sending the Suicide Squad to pick up a weapon, right? And that weapon turned out to be Black Adam. And then later on, they talked about how the alien would be Supergirl instead. Well, now they evolved that even further, and it's some type of alien monster. Of course, there's those two dictators again, nicknamed the mayor and the general. Who knows who they are, or whether they'll be actual comic book characters, or is there new iterations of certain characters or not. But at least we can finally say it's kind of cool to see that this is an actual mission, right? This is like a spec ops mission, a black ops mission. They're going into enemy territory to retrieve something. It kind of plays like the first Suicide Squad, although the first one, it was a ploy and they were actually going to rescue Amanda Waller. But a lot of it just didn't feel too much like a mission, like a military mission, because before it probably was until they really messed it up. But there are some moments that are crazy awesome in the David Ayer's Suicide Squad. But this one is going to be outside. It's going to be in another country, what we're thinking, and they're going into enemy territory. They're going to go in Navy SEAL and just to retrieve something, right? Possibly even fight that something itself. Now, what is that alien monster? There is, it could be a lot of different things. I mean, there's so many different iterations of alien monsters in DC Comics. They could literally pull anybody and anything, and it could work, unless maybe it's a new god. But how would they control this thing? This is the part that's kind of crazy, because it's being controlled by mere humans, the mayor and the general. What do they have on him? Now, it may sound almost very like Enchantress from the first Suicide Squad, where Amanda Waller had the heart and stuff like that. Of course, that was very short-lived, and when they were controlling her. I am hoping they are actually, the mayor and the general are code names for different villains, maybe even Vandal Savage or something. And I'm hoping this alien monster turns out to be an actual DC Comics character as well, in a way to tie into a larger universe and to expand it even further than just a few 4 new team members of the Suicide Squad. So I'm just trying to wonder how much they can go into it. I mean, could this actually be the introduction of, I don't know, Martian Manhunter? That would be quite a pretty cool aspect of the Suicide Squad in order to branch out even further. It could lead into something bigger, so those connectivities is actually making me kind of excited for the Suicide Squad. But we'll see. It could be just as generic and more standalone and a one-off than we come to realize. But then, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. So that is the rumored plot detail coming from Daniel RPK about the Suicide Squad. Now, there are this other movie that's coming out very soon, October 4th, and that is the Joker. Joker is getting a lot of positive, incredible praise at TIFF this time around. He came off from Venice, got incredible praise from Venice, and now they're on to a different type of audience, maybe less art house and more alongside of our normal. I would say not that art house people aren't normal, but they look at a film in a different way. They don't actually they look at a more artistic notion type of way, and so it's interesting to go into an audience of critics that are more into like how the general audience would possibly or probably see, and so that could potentially show us a little bit of how this movie will be responded by the general audience. So this is I've got a few tweets here. Some of them I gotta thank Anna Omen for copying me on it. The first one here is from Cinema Blend. It says, Joker, the perfect origin story for a lunatic with no origin. Todd Phillips gives DC its first true masterpiece. The Clown Prince has never been more deranged, more dangerous, and more real. A brutal work that will have audiences raving. So obviously they really enjoy this movie. I like how they bring in some of that comic book part of it to it, and so it gives you kind of idea of maybe people who know of Joker fans and how they would respond to it. Not very much, but let's go to the next person. Scott Menzel says this: Joker is phenomenal. Joaquin Phoenix's performance is next level. No other performance this year will be able to top this one. There's so much to digest with this film too, including exploration of humanity and mental illness. A flawless masterpiece. Wow. So that that is crazy. That is crazy. We're going towards the end of this year, and for Joker, Joaquin's performance to top pretty much what he's saying in his opinion, top anything else that has come out this year is pretty phenomenal. Next one's coming from Brian Truitt. Saw Joker. It is dark. Think Network as a comic book movie. Freakily relevant to right now. Nicely twisty through a familiar, though familiar too, Joaquin makes the thing. We're going to have many convos about this flick, TIFF 19. So it is dark. We've known that a while now. It's going to be, twisty, which is cool. I love a movie with twists and turns. I don't want it to be a simple from beginning to end type of deal, something that you kind of already realize what's going to happen towards the end. I want to be surprised. I want to be intrigued and be caught in the web of this movie going throughout. So I think judging from what this person and some others have said, I think we're in for a great twisty treat, if you will, and that's something that will be cool. The last thing is just a conversation about the whole Joker and Batman, if they will ever be part of the same universe, or are they even in the same universe, and have these Joker theories about how this could be connected to here and there. Well, this is coming from Variety. Todd Phillips says Joaquin Phoenix's Joker won't meet Robert Pattinson's Batman. This is by Nate Nicolai. Joker director Todd Phillips isn't optimistic when it comes to a future meeting between Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and Robert Pattinson's recently announced Batman. No, definitely not, he told Variety when asked if the pair would appear in a future film together, although that doesn't seem Joker will be the last film to feature the DC supervillain. oddly, in the States, comic books are our Shakespeare, it seems, and you can do many versions of Hamlet, Phillips said. There will be many more Jokers, I'm sure, in the future. Great, interesting comment from Todd Phillips. Obviously, a lot of people have already been known that this is going to be a standalone film, but we can always try to wonder if this could ever connect in any other way, but it doesn't appear right now that they are even thinking about it connecting at all. Also, the whole age difference between Robert Pattinson and, not Robert Pattinson, but age difference between when Batman's going to be around and to when you see Bruce Wayne in the Joker movie, it becomes an issue. But at least for now, if you were still wondering if Joker will be anyway, or if there were any plans for Joker to be connected to the Batman, it seems like you can rest that case right now. It is definitely not, as told by Todd Phillips. So that is your updates for the Suicide Squad, plot details for the Suicide Squad, updates on Joker winning praise, high praise at a TIFF of 2019, including Venice, the film festival, as well, as it launches later next month. As it launches next month on October 4th for everyone to see. It's getting critically praised right now, even though, it's getting critically praised right now. So for people who are excited about that, you should be really excited to see this movie coming out on October 4th. And also, if you had any questions about whether this movie Joker will get connected or be connected to the Batman, you can finally say no, it's not going to be, according to Todd Phillips. All right, guys, well, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.